and your deck. Hello and welcome to an episode of American Truck Simulator. In today's episode, we're going to be hauling a terrain crane. Of course, today I promised that we would be in a different truck. This different truck is the Volvo VNL. Just turn on. Okay, now let's see how this sounds. So let's just go to the outside. Yeah, pretty quiet, honestly. And we can also listen to it on the inside if you want to, too. Pretty quiet, unlike, Freightliner. So this has 18 speeds, 550 horsepower, and 1,850 pound-feet of torque. I mean, not really all that much compared to my other, my Freightliner. Right now I'm just trying to learn the shift points of this truck. But one thing you can see is it's snowing. Okay, let's see, where am I going to turn? Let's turn. Okay, yeah, I really don't know the shift points on this truck. But if we want to go get that all-terrain crane, I suspect that we probably want to turn our lights on. And I'm going to attempt to learn the shift points of this truck. Oh my lord. One moment while I just learn the shift points of this truck. Okay, anyway, here we are at our delivery point. Here's the all-terrain crane that we're going to be hauling. It's going to Salim. And it just gives a whole different atmosphere to this game when you have the snow mod in. It's just that to get the snow mod, you have to go to some sketchy website, so yeah. Good thing I have a good anti-malware. The anti-malware, as soon as I went to the website to get the snow mod, was just like, oh lord, it was so bad. My anti-malware is continuously popping up with like blocked adware and all of that crap. Anyway, let's get this all-terrain crane. Let's back her up into place. Probably want to adjust the mirrors on this truck because I just bought this, but this truck has been actually used by a worker for a bit. It's just about to go in. There we go. Let's couple it up. And then let's put the mirrors where I want them. Okay, so now we're going to go to small left. So put that all the way out there, because this is going to be the one to see everything. And then the right one, let's put that one in a bit. And the small right, all the way out. Okay, then my seat position. That's good. Okay. Let's look at this, okay. 77,000 pounds, and we're going to Salim. Okay, let's start hauling. I wonder what my workers been getting for their fuel economy. Average, 2.2. Better get better. Yeah, because I don't want to spend that much money on gas mileage, on diesel. And if I sound kind of mad, that's because my voice is, once again, bad. Okay, we're looking good. Let's see if, okay, can make it around that corner. No one's coming, good. And I do highly recommend the snow mod. Okay, and I hit it on something. Dropped their average fuel economy down a bit. Or maybe it just didn't count. Come on, get out of my way. Okay, now we're actually on the road. The issue with this truck is it doesn't rev as high as my previous truck. And keep in mind, I still do have my Freightliner. I'm actually probably going to go back to that Freightliner after this episode, after we pull this. And this light should turn green, yep, okay, good. Actually, I believe what has happened is, the game doesn't actually count your employees' fuel economy. Okay, what gear am I in? I can't see. 4 low, okay. 5th gear. So speed limit in this city of Cospe, okay, I don't want to try to pronounce it, is 30 miles an hour. And I believe I'm in the wrong lane. Yeah, I was kind of in the wrong lane there. And so today I'm going to be getting a new graphics card. Except the thing is I can't use it because my computer has... It's not like a normal computer case where it has a little screw that holds the graphics card into the computer. Mine... God, I don't like the way this... I really don't like the way this thing revs. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't like the way this that this revs. I feel like this is more kind of for the person that doesn't rev their engine very much, which I usually don't, but usually when I shift, I have a lot of room with my revs. I don't usually go over 2,000 RPM. Off the line, this thing's slow. Okay, I think I've learned how this thing shifts a bit better. Yeah. So today I'm getting a new computer part, and it should make my computer about 20% faster, except I'm not actually going to be able to use it today because I need something to hold it in. And then also today I'm getting a phone because my iPad broke. And I don't know if I really prefer this truck. I mean, yes, I like the way it looks. It's just that I don't know if I prefer it. I like the way the interior looks. And outside, I like the Freightliner more. I mean, it's just kind of like, I'm the person that doesn't really like change, so that's probably why I don't like having to adapt to this truck after I've had that other truck, where I believe I've put, like, I'd say probably about 30,000 on that truck, 30,000 miles, in-game miles, and, well, because I had an old profile, but that profile got deleted, and I had, like, 20-something thousand miles on that truck, on that profile, and I've had my Freightliner for over 6 whole months. Oh, okay. Okay, I mean, it kind of shifted okay there. Okay, low gear is necessary when taking off in this truck, that's for sure. Where's the train? There's the train. Literally hauling basically... Okay, so that train is hauling nothing. It's just like at the end there's a little bit of cargo. Let's see how this thing takes off in low gear. Low gear. Yeah. And also, yesterday I was playing this game with the snow mod. But holy crap, it got snowed in. You couldn't see a foot in front of your nose, so I just had to pull off the road because I couldn't see anything. And are my high beams on? Okay, no, they're not. Okay. With this truck, you really have to put your foot into it to make it move. My Freightliner just ease your foot into it without any cargo, and it just goes zoom. Like the torque just makes you fly. This truck, I'm kind of feeling like you have to work for the power. I don't really like working for the power all that much with big trucks. With small cars, like let's say a Fiat 124 Abarth or something like that, those are fun to work for the power because you get up into the high RPMs, or like a Honda S2000, one of those things. You work for the power, those cars are fun. But then you get into a truck like this and you just want it to go. You don't want to have to keep flooring it. Oh, now you're up to the top speed of it. And like, okay, so right there I was like half throttle, but now if I floor it, it's still not really going. Also, by the way, if you didn't know, okay, so this truck has a retarder and a Jake brake, as you can hear by if I put the Jake brake on. The Jake brake of this thing really doesn't make any noise, so, but the retarder in this, just like any retarder, if you have worn tires in this game, don't use the retarder and don't drive in the rain, because if you use the retarder in the rain, I know in real life it can make you slip, but in this game, if you have worn tires and you use the retarder and you're still using the brakes when going around a corner, just plan on having to pay your insurance a little bit more money. Tunnel up ahead. Yeah. I mean, this might get good fuel economy if you were able to actually get it up to speed and not have to continuously floor it. I like this game. Don't like the Volvo. I do like it. Okay, let me just rephrase that. I do like this Volvo. It's just that I don't really like the engine that I have in it right now. And right now I have the top engine in this. 550 horsepower and 1,800 pound-feet of torque. Oh, and this is going to be a sharp corner. Yeah, that was a little sharp. Let's just shift up into 6 low. These roads are nice. Well, you could somehow incorporate this map into BeamNG Drive and not have the laggiest game in the world. That would be really nice. So right up here is a rest area. That trailer's kind of leaning a little bit, just a little bit in the mirror. And see, the thing is that in my Freightliner, usually I'll shift. Yeah, I'm not gonna deny it. That just happened. Okay, I've miraculously fixed the issue. And let's put it back in the low gearbox. Yeah, but it doesn't say engine fault, so I really don't care right now. See, this is just like kind of the older cars that had that did not have the synchro meshes in the gearboxes. When you got going, like pretty fast, and you could shift it easily. Now, if you don't know, a synchro mesh is what makes it so that you just push the clutch and put it in a gear, and it just goes in the gear. If you don't have a synchro mesh, you have to get a specific RPM, which is usually what I do. I usually just don't even press the clutch when I shift. But in this truck, I'm finding myself using the clutch a lot more in the lower gears, whereas my Freightliner, I kind of got used to how that thing shifted in the low gears. This thing, the low gears are still kind of meh for me, and I don't really know all that much. Also, this thing is like getting a lot of snow, so if I just turn the if I turn that off, if I turn the wipers off, yeah, it's a little hard to see. Let's just turn this back on. Especially if a whiteout happens, and I'd like to keep my wipers on. Oh, and we're going about 5 over the speed limit. Also, I've noticed that in my Freightliner, the speedometer isn't exactly correct, and it really is worse when you get up going faster. So I've seen it say on the dash like 65. But then if I was to like click this, it would say differently on that gauge right there. Okay, we have a corner coming up. And as the corner comes, then the speed limit goes up. Yeah, because that makes sense. Yeah, at least this truck doesn't have worn tires. Trust me, I know what happens when you have 100% worn tires and you drive in rain. And if you don't know, that this is the same as rain. It's just I have a mod that makes it look like snow. I have a mod that makes it look like snow, and I also have a snow mod. Snow mod is actually called Frosty. I wouldn't recommend downloading this mod unless you have a good anti-malware. I have Malwarebytes. Malwarebytes is basically one of the best ones you can get. You don't even really have to pay for it, but I just, like, extra protection, why not? And that truck's turning. And why is this guy... Oh yeah, he's going so slow because he's in a freaking Prius. Come on, Prius driver, go a little faster. Good Prius. God, don't you just hate Prius drivers? Prius drivers are the worst. Because, well, especially well, Tesla drivers, the ones that like have the vanity plates that say like no emissions. Those people are annoying. But still, like if someone was to say to like, okay, let's say someone in a Prius that decides to talk to someone that has a Lamborghini. Don't know how they get in the same group to even be able to mention, well, to even be able to talk. But anyway, what I'm saying is, the Prius driver might say to the Lamborghini owner, I get 65 miles per gallon, what do you get? Lamborghini driver? Laid. People should buy more Priuses because then people who have Lamborghinis have more fuel for their cars. Just that little thing. Right lane ends. Oh lord. I've not been trying to get good fuel economy this time, and I mean, I'm kind of close to what my truck gets. My truck gets about, well, my Freightliner, it gets around 3.5, and this is 1 mile per gallon lower. And your deck. How long are you going to sit there before you realize you're not going to be able to turn? Oh lord. Yeah, I don't got time to wait. Sorry, bus. Okay, let's see if I can do this without grinding. Nope, didn't do that one. Let's see if this game changes. Oh yeah, the frosting amount does change the temperature. In the game, it is 29 degrees Fahrenheit, which is around 0 degrees Celsius. My computer usually runs it around, the inside of it is about 25 degrees Celsius usually. And the graphics card, which right now is about 85 degrees Celsius. And it's about to go up to 90. Yeah. My computer just cooks itself, basically. I really don't know why it just likes to cook itself. No, Lord. That or this fog is not a good sign. Please don't let a whiteout happen. If one does happen, this video is going to be a lot longer because I would just be sitting on the side of the road. And then, of course, I'll probably edit out the time that it takes for the whiteout to go away. But who knows? Maybe I won't. So I should try to get up to speed here, which is 35. A little bit of grind. Okay, so this so this is shaped in a heart. This wouldn't really call it an intersection, but this the road right here is shaped like a heart. Historic thing to my right. Speed limit is still 35. Of course, I'm going 40. Just under 40, actually. I mean, it would be kind of cool to see a whiteout happen. No. I was about to get into that lane, but then I saw the speed sign, and then I was like, oh no. Speeding violation as I'm slowing down. You gotta be kidding me. The thing that I noticed about this truck is it doesn't rev as fast as my Freightliner. The Freightliner, okay, I need to get into the right lane. Screw you. And one more, okay, thank you. Okay, let's go turn to the right. Trailer looking good. But seriously, with the snow, it does seem so much better. It just gives the game kind of more of a feel, and there is, so for all of December, all my American Truck Simulators will be in the snow, and because the first of this month didn't really have any snow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just let it be a little bit into January too. So I'm gonna let make it last until probably January 7th or so. Actually, yeah, January 7th. And then I'll take the snow out. But then again, I do just like the snow in this game. But something that I've noticed is that it kind of feels like this Volvo has... I think it's probably just me, but this Volvo feels like the steering's a bit tighter on it. I'll be honest. I mean, the wheel's definitely smaller than in my Freightliner. But it feels tighter than usual. Speed limit 65, which means I probably need to go about 40. But I'm doing 50. But I have my retarder activated, so I'm going to slow down anyway. Because as it seems, it looks like there's some... Oh, that would be cool to go down. But it seems like these people up here are slowing a little bit. I'm not going all that fast. 2.7 mpg around here. I mean, I'll be honest. If I floated my other truck, I would probably be getting an average of like 2. But this truck, I kind of just... I'm not really caring about fuel economy, and I'm still getting 2.7. And also, because I'll have a device today, I'll finally be able to actually take photos of stuff, like when my cat decides to jump up on my computer for no particular reason on my desk, or lay on my keyboard for no reason. I'm like, show the photo in the video instead of just saying it. Oh, and I wonder why that person stopped on the side of the road. Who knows? But the temperature's gone up a bit, 31 degrees Fahrenheit. The thing is that most people don't really know anything about Celsius and Fahrenheit, but I actually know this. I know a bit more than some people. Not saying that I know more than the people that, you know, would watch my videos, but I'm just saying that I know more than basically anyone that I talk to on a daily basis. I can do a better conversion than them, because I deal with Celsius all the time. It's actually kind of annoying. Well, it's not really annoying, it's just I like metric more than imperial. It's just, I don't know. It's just I'm in America, so America means guns, marry your cousin, have a pickup truck, never know anything about the metric system. That's what America is. Oh, I just remember something. Okay, so speaking of America, I was just watching this thing called the Jeremy Clarkson collection, and they had something in it about an American, and so they don't like the Prius, obviously. And there was something in there about an American, and well, American Prius. Yeah, the Prius kind of got shot,
And his top 3 loves are, in reverse order, his cousin, his collection of guns, and at number 1, his pickup truck.
Yeah, they stereotype basically any Americans.
In fact, all Billy Bob ever thinks is, I need a bigger gun.
But still, the stereotype is totally very true. Because the only thing that Americans think is that we need a bigger gun. Okay. Actually getting the shifting decent in this truck. Although, I'll probably wait until I'm a few levels higher to actually fully use this truck, because I don't know about the power really. Don't really like the power of this truck. Well, let's see how far we have to go. 60 miles, okay. I was thinking about making this 2 parts, but we have 60 miles left, so I'm still gonna keep it going. And I found a surprising amount to talk about this episode. And now I don't have anything to talk about, because I've just used basically all of my sources to talk about crap. The thing I'm worried about, though, is that I don't know... I know that it's like only 30 more watts of power. With the new thing that I'm getting for Christmas. It's just that 30 watts of power can make my could possibly make my computer unstable, because I have a 1070, which is pretty power efficient, but power efficient for a graphics card still means that it'll use some power. And adding 30 more watts to that, well, yeah, I only have a 460 watt power supply, and usually when it says it's 460 watts, what that means is it has a maximum of 460 watts that it can put out. Except the issue is that usually if you get a, let's just say, oh, that's okay, stopping. Kind of annoying that I didn't notice the gate earlier. But anyway, so the issue is that when you have a power supply, kind of when you get about close to its maximum, but not its maximum, the computer becomes a bit unstable. But then again, I do have a 600 watt power supply just laying over in my corner in the corner of my room. It's just I don't really feel like wiring everything up because my computer is really retarded. It's not that just wiring everything is hard. You know, a lot of people may think that like the most annoying part of building a computer is the wires, and why did I have to go through here? Through 2 gates for no reason, and slam the brakes. This truck doesn't have the best of brakes, though. Oh, and what the? Yeah, that's a little bit broken. I think that has a 6-cylinder in there. At least I think that truck over there does. But, you saw the wheel, it's kind of broken. Okay, stop sign up here. Maybe I'll actually try to stop for this one. Or maybe I'll just have to. Okay. Or maybe, oh, I'm going back. Okay, low gear. It still doesn't, it's... I feel like my truck might have shorter gearing than this truck. Not just because it is more, not just because it seems like it, but I feel like this truck might actually have taller gearing. So it takes longer to go through the gears. It's better for fuel economy, and better for top speed. Except, usually I'm not taking my truck on the highway. Well, I usually do take my truck on the highway. It's just that I found that in Oregon, there's really not any very huge highways like there are in every other state in the game. So your top speed is really not all that high. And we're delivering to our delivery point right here. And this is actually really simple, just pull in and that's it. It's probably a little bit longer than most of my American Truck Sim videos, but nah. I just had to get something recorded today. And I don't know, I like this truck, but I don't know if I'll keep it. Just, you'll find out in the next episode if I'll keep it. Okay, just pull forward there, good. I like the sound it makes though, that parking brake, listen. Okay. So we got about 3 miles per gallon through that trip. And let's turn the truck off and unload. Yeah, I did get a little damage, but besides that, meh. So, hopefully you like this episode, and goodbye.